Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Wow, and I'm back with another best of 3 series. It is still coming in from the MLG Orlando 2011 event. We have IdrA who will be spawning at the 6 o'clock position on the map, as the red Zerg's opponent is gonna be Liquid Haypro, who will be spawning at the 9 o'clock position on the map as the blue Zerg. Map we have right now is Metalopolis. It is indeed a 4-player map. We have 2 Synagogue Towers in the middle, and this is indeed pretty much one of the oldest maps in any tournament that has ever started in Starcraft 2. This map is always in there. I guess in some occasions maybe not, but it's almost impossible that this map is not in any tournament whatsoever, especially in high level tournaments and such. But anyways, I'm not even gonna talk about the map anymore, because I'm pretty sure you guys already know about it, as I will just start talking about our players right now. So IdrA, if you guys know about him, he is from Team Evil Geniuses. He's pretty much one of the most famous Starcraft 2 players right now as of this moment, and he actually just won IEM Guangzhou, China, which is actually a big deal for him because he defeated a couple of Koreans in that, and also some top players as well, which is actually a big deal. And he is actually doing quite well recently. A lot of people are quite amazed by his recent performance and his improvements in attitude as well. And all this recent improvement in attitude really does show off in his games as well. On the other side, we have Liquid Haypro. Haypro is from Team Liquid. He is from Sweden, so pretty much a countryman of Jinro. And who else was from Sweden? I think Sase is from Sweden. The Naniwa, I believe, is from Sweden as well. A lot of people are pretty serious in Sweden, and this guy is one of them. He is kind of fortunate that he has not gotten the recognition he needs, because he has not in that big break at this point of his career. He still needs that one big break. He's not really doing that bad though. He's always up there, and I believe that he will be in the top 16 in MLG Providence, just because of consistent performance in all of MLGs and such. And that's why I pretty much like Haypro. He's mostly in the pool play whenever we see him in MLGs and such, and this is pretty much where the best of 3 series is coming from. It is from the pool play of their group. So let's go back to the game right now, as both players are going to be going for a fast 15 hatch right here. This is going to be not really pretty much a gamble, as this map is a good size enough that you are going to be able to comfortably land that first hatchery, unless of course your opponent goes for 6 pull and such, which is kind of iffy, and IdrA really hates 6 pulling people. But anyways, here we go. 2 queens are on the way here as well. So both players are indeed gonna go for speeding upgrades very shortly, as we do see Haypro doing so right now. IdrA is gonna do so a little bit later. Nope, he's gonna do it right now as well. Pretty much an mirror matchup to the finest. Both players doing the same thing simultaneously, which is always good, meaning that we are not gonna see any deviation from any sorts of stuff anytime soon, until to like 5 minutes or maybe like the 8-minute mark of this game, as we do see a baniness going down right now for IdrA and Haypro as well. Very interesting stuff right there. This is pretty much the phases that we talk about in ZVZ. Like, there are different kinds of phases or different steps in a ZVZ. Like, we have the Zergling phase, we have the baning phase after that, then we have the Roach phase, and then we have the Infestor or Hydralisk phase, and then we are gonna have the Broodlord phase. So everything is gonna go according to those steps, and we'll see if that's gonna be proven true in this game, as we do have speed almost done right here, and also baningness is almost done as well for both players. You guys saw a couple of Zerglings died right here by the front of the ramp of Haypro. Unfortunately for them, they were not able to scout anything at all on the main base of Liquid Haypro, as we do have a good amount of Zerglings right here in the field for IdrA. He has 5 Zerglings and morphing in 5 banelings as well. And also the same thing, almost the same thing for Haypro, morphing in 4 banelings. He has less Zerglings though, but then again, let's look at the unit tab. We have 23 harvesters for IdrA and 26 harvesters for Haypro. So that 3 drone alone by Haypro can actually just cost him the game if you're not careful. But then here we go, we're gonna see some Zerglings exploding right there in just 1 baneling alone. Very nice play. In 1 baneling, it's gonna explode again, killing 2 Zerglings. Very nice play right here by IdrA, but then again, Haypro is just doing his best to just kill off as many banelings before they reach the main base of Haypro. Here we go, 1 more set of Zerglings just died instantly there, and he was trying to kill off another painting a while ago, but then again, it's not really gonna be proven useful. And something just exploded. I completely missed that. I don't know, maybe it's just a painting exploding to a single Zergling. Fortunately, whoever owns that is not turning out in his favor. 49 against 41 right now in favor of IdrA. He's 5 luck actually, but then again, here we go. He's gonna go for a round to the natural mineral line, but then again, there are some Zerglings there, and good hit right there by Haypro, killing off a good number of Zerglings with just one Baneling. Very nice play, and actually forcing a cancel down one Baneling right there. And now this lone Baneling is gonna be like the big booty that's gonna chase away all of those snatchers or those hooligans or whatever they're calling, as they're pretty much scared, because Baneling alone can really just turn the tide of the game, especially in a Zergling versus Zergling, Baneling versus Baneling battle, as we do have a ton of Zerglings streaming across the field right now for Liquid Haypro. IdrA has complete vision and knows about this right now, as he does have vision of this area of the map. Very nice play by both players actually. Both players having the vision of that exact same area and exact same road of the map. Banelings have finally reached the base of IdrA, and here we go. Two Banelings are gonna chase down for IdrA, but again, only 2 Banelings are gonna die as well for Haypro. Very equal trade right there, but again, one Zergling was able to kill off one Baneling. A little victory right there by IdrA. Again right there, a little bit of victory as well for IdrA, and one Baneling for Haypro died for nothing at all. So this is kind of turning right in favor of IdrA a little by little, because he's winning those small excuse me, he's winning those small battles and skirmishes. So I don't know, he might take the lead right now, or a big lead right here in just 1 second. But then again, both players are pumping out roaches now, so those early skirmishes are not really going to be a big factor. But then again, both players have not really taken heavy hits in their economies. Look at the harvester tab again. Haypro actually barely mining right now, or barely catching up with the economy, as he has 39 harvesters against 50 harvesters of IdrA. Very nice play right there by IdrA. And now both players are indeed gonna go for a third hatchery right here by the third expansion. So this is gonna be pretty interesting, as who will be able to defend against that. Both players, I have no idea actually that they are expanding to their third, but then again, both players are doing the same thing at almost the same time. So I guess it's pretty much a common norm where you're gonna just plop down those hatcheries, and pretty much it's understandable that both players are not gonna go for any harassment anytime of this game. Roach speed is going down right now for IdrA, and also +1 is being researched as well. Is it pretty much the same thing for Haypro? Let's see, just 1 second. No, melee is not researched. Maybe the range is being researched. So the skirmish right here by the Salnagar tower right here, and I think Haypro is gonna lose all of those Zerglings. A little bit of victory again there for IdrA. Those small victories could be proven futile for Haypro if he's not careful, because he keeps losing all of those small battles, and I don't know, he needs to be careful about that. We do see this Zergling right here. You're gonna see that there is a hatchery by IdrA, finally finishing it for IdrA, and finally the Roach army of IdrA is on the frame, moving on to forward away that lone Zergling of Haypro. So he is actually gonna get those gas relatively quick. He does need gas, I guess at this phase of the game, as he does need all of the gas he can get. Maybe gonna go for, yes, indeed, Hydralis. Then he is gonna get a ton of Hydralis. So we are gonna see a transition to Roach Hydro play for both players. So Roach speed is almost done for both players as well. Groove Spine is being researched by IdrA. Most likely gonna be the same thing for Haypro whenever he's done with his Hydralis then. And +1 armor is being researched as well for IdrA. This is actually gonna go down to upgrades. Whoever has the better upgrades whenever the next clash happens will pretty much win the entire thing. 122 against 119 right now. But then again, number wise, IdrA is in the lead, so even though he's behind in upgrades, I believe he's gonna be able to win a clash if ever he engages in one. If he has a higher number, you know, there's a good chance. It's pretty much, I don't know, it's really tricky, really iffy. And choosing your battles as well, it's pretty important. You always should have the better flank if you are indeed gonna engage in small battles or big battles and such. As we see, the Hydra is starting to pop out right now. We have 6 Hydralis for IdrA and 8 Hydralis for Haypro. It's not really advisable to get more Hydralis than Roaches, because Roaches are pretty much your meat shields. They do a good amount of damage, but then again, what's best is that they take a lot of damage as well. Not really compared to the Hydralis. They're pretty fragile, and I don't know, they don't really absorb as much damage as Roaches. even though roaches have a shorter range, as we do see a good amount of zerglings are gonna battle it out with that roach right here, and the roach is actually gonna win. Look at that, 5 kills for that roach alone. So a lone roach can kill off 5 zerglings. Well, he is +1 upgraded though, so that's pretty much understandable. But anyways, here we go. IdrA gonna go move out right now with 183 supply against 165 supply for Haypro. This is gonna be pretty interesting. He needs to take care of his army though, because he is moving his roaches too far, I believe. And if Haypro chooses to engage now, he's gonna be in a good position. And those Hydras are right in front. You want those roaches to be in front if you are gonna choose to engage right now. Good thing that Haypro is not really moving forward right now, and I think he's pretty much settled to engage in this small area right here. This pretty much is considered a choke, and I think Haypro also knows that he is quite behind in terms of those skirmish battles that happen, or the results of those skirmish battles that happen. As it stands right now, 194 against 162. This is gonna be pretty interesting as to how will IdrA engage this. And ooh, looks like Haypro is gonna move out right here. This is not really advisable. And the first shot has been fired. Here we go. IdrA actually has a better concave here. Very, very nice. And now those roaches are moving in forward. Those Hydras to take some damage, do some damage as well. And nice play right here by IdrA, killing off all of those roaches. There's barely any roaches remaining right here for Haypro, and a lot of Hydras also went down as well for Haypro. It is now 171 against 151. IdrA is still in the lead, but not really a lot. Like a while ago, he was in a good amount of supply lead, but then again, is it gonna be enough for Haypro? He needs to defend properly here. A lot of roaches just popped out, and more Hydras are on the way as well for Haypro. He needs those Hydras before IdrA even decides to push in. And of just a few moments, Overseer is being morphed in here right now. Maybe gonna be killing off a couple of creep tumors. I don't know why he's gonna choose that. Maybe he just wants to keep an eye on what army composition of Haypro is right now. We do have Overlords moving up the front as well to absorb some damage from the Hydra list of IdrA. Oh, this is getting pretty close. Is it going to be pretty useful? But then, oh, Haypro might be overextending here. This is not really the best idea right here. But then here we go, a good concave here again for Haypro. But then a ton of Hydras are not firing at the back for Haypro. The Hydras of IdrA are firing at their max DPS right now, while all the roaches have gone down for Haypro, excuse me, and now using up all of those Hydra lists. And I think this is pretty much GG in just 1 second for Haypro. 111 against 177 right now, and burrowed units right there on the ground for IdrA. Gonna go surround some of those Hydra lists. Very, very nice way. And now Overlord hunting are those Hydra lists. Very, very nice way right here by IdrA. 183 against 106 right now. And I think this is pretty much the closing battle right here for IdrA. Liquid Haypro has to GG very, very shortly. Barely any units at all. We have 12 roaches on the way though, but is it going to be even enough? He's just using too many units right there, and IdrA is not really letting off with his macro, and Haypro has the GG. Good game by IdrA, taking game number 1 of this best of 3 series. Game number 2 is coming right up, so stick around, we'll be right back.